Now we're gonna complete chapter 12, Taxonomy, in SET Barnes' book. In the previous video, we were talking about the three domains of life, and we stopped at domain eukarya. Domain eukarya for eukaryotes, and we said that domain eukarya has the three main kingdoms: Protista, fungi, plantae, and animalia. Let's now know the common characteristics for organisms under each kingdom. Kingdom Protista for all the organisms that cannot be classified, or all eukaryotes that cannot be classified under plants or animals or fungi. They are completely different, and this is the widest kingdom, or the kingdom that includes the widest variety of organisms. Why? Because organisms are completely different. Some of them are heterotrophs, like amoeba, paramecium. What the meaning of heterotrophs? It means that they can't make their own food. They are consumers. Or some of them are autotrophs, are photosynthetic organisms like algae. They can make photosynthesis. Also, in Protista, they move in different ways. Some of them move by the help of pseudopods, others cilia or flagellum. Also, some of the Protista carry out conjugation, which is the process of forming a bridge to exchange the genetic material. Some of them are pathogenic. They cause diseases like amoeba, which causes amoebic dysentery, or Plasmodium malaria, that causes malaria. After that, kingdom fungi. Kingdom fungi are heterotrophic. All of them are heterotrophic. There is no autotrophic fungus, and they are eukaryotes. They are saprobes or decomposers. They are recyclers. They decompose organic matter to get to the nutrients, to get the nutrients in an ecosystem back. Also fungi, all fungi have cell walls, and their cell walls composed of chitin. This is the polymer in fungi's cell wall. Not like bacteria. In bacteria, there is peptidoglycan in their cell walls. Some of them live in a mutualistic relationship. Mutualistic relationship means the two organisms benefit, which is called lichens. Lichens are organisms that live in a mutualistic relationship. Fungus, lichens include fungus plus photosynthetic algae or bacteria. They survive in harsh environment. That's why they are pioneer organisms. Pioneer organisms means the organisms that first colonize a barren environment, or during primary succession. They can reproduce asexually like yeast or sexually like mushroom. Some of them are pathogenic like yeast and some types of candida. One of the diseases, athlete's foot. Kingdom plantae, of course, plants under kingdom plantae. What are the common characteristics among organisms under kingdom plantae? They are multicellular, they are autotrophs, non-motile, eukaryotes. Those are the common characteristics. Also, they have cell walls, but their cell walls are made up of what? Cellulose, not like fungi, chitin, or bacteria, peptidoglycan. The cell wall here is made up of cellulose. They are photosynthetic organisms. They make photosynthesis by the help of which pigments? Chlorophyll A and B. Also, they have the ability to store carbohydrates in the form of starch. Not like in animals, they store carbohydrates in the form of glycogen. They reproduce sexually by alternation of generation, or by alternating two phases: gametophyte, which is N, or haploid; sporophyte, which is 2N, or diploid. The plants also can be classified into vascular and non-vascular. Vascular plants, which have vascular tissues, are called tracheophytes. non-vascular under bryophytes. Bryophytes or non-vascular like mosses, tracheophytes or vascular like ferns, cone-bearing and flowering plants. Finally, kingdom Animalia. What are the common characteristics for organisms under kingdom Animalia? They are heterotrophs, multicellular organisms, and they are motile. They can move. Most of them reproduce sexually. What's the dominant phase? The dominant phase is the diploid phase. Most of their bodies 2N. Also, in most of the species, the sperm is flagellated. It moves to the non-motile egg during fertilization. The traditional way of classifying animals is primarily based on anatomical features and embryonic development. They classified animals according to the anatomical features and the embryonic development. They are grouped into 35 phyla, but we will study the 9 main phyla: Porifera, Cnidarians, Platyhelminthes, nematodes, annelids, mollusks, arthropods, echinoderms, and chordates. And those animals are classified into those phyla according to some evolutionary trends. And those evolutionary trends, we were gonna talk about them